Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. It really helps me out and you never want to miss a video of mine. So today's video we're going to be doing a product video. I've done a bunch of these of like products that you should own, products that you shouldn't own, products that I've tried but didn't like, a whole bunch of product videos, and today is going to be another one of those. I've never done, I don't think, one of these, but today's video is going to be 5 products that you should have but don't need. So I purposely found items that your hamster does not need to live happy or whatever, but products that will make them happier or will make owning them a little bit easier, I guess. So it's not products that your hamster needs to be happy or absolutely needs in your cage, but products that I think you should try in your cage or have in your cage. First, I am going to go off of the like kind of the most like definitely need, honestly, but obviously not this type. And it is mealworms, dried mealworms. So what I mean by you obviously don't need this is you're not going to be only feeding them mealworms, so you don't necessarily need this, but it is a very good treat if you don't like using any type of other treats that are super sugary and should not even be used for hamsters. This is a good little treat for them, and it's also super healthy for them. It's really good protein, 100% natural, high protein. Let's see how much protein it has. 54% protein in this, so lots of protein. This is really good to mix in with your seed mix, or again just give them as a treat once in a while. So I definitely recommend owning this if you've never owned this. They sell it at actually Walmart. They have a huge bag, and then they have this bag for $10. And this is actually my second bag that I have owned, and it is massive. It's 10 ounces, but there is a bigger bag actually, but totally recommend buying mealworms. And if you want to get them the cheapest you can, definitely go to Walmart and get them from Walmart, because this is definitely the cheapest mealworms I've ever seen. Also, you can always feed your hamsters live mealworms, but definitely supervise them. You don't want the mealworm like escaping their present and not getting eaten. You also want to make sure that the mealworm is not biting your hamster, so if you do want to make sure that the mealworm is not doing that, just cut off its head and it's still technically alive. Next, again, I'm going to go off of like one that your hamster would kind of need, but not in the whole sense of needing it, and it is Aspen. So this bag is open upside down, so it's going to be kind of hard to show you guys, but it is the mini chips. I will show you guys a picture of it in my cage so you guys can actually see it, because you obviously can't tell, but I used to get really big chunks, and I actually have a review on like a bigger Aspen chunk from Walmart. But I got this for free of these like fine Aspen chips, and ever since I don't think I will ever go back to bigger. I absolutely love the size of it, and it's so good for your hamsters to have the different texture in their cage, and it's also just like a really good digging spot for them. My last hamster, Ivy, she absolutely loved her Aspen pit. She would dig in it every single night. I would have to flatten it out because she would make like dents and stuff from digging in it. So yeah, what I mean by you definitely don't need this is I wouldn't recommend this being your whole cage. I would recommend it just in a digging pit or part of the cage, definitely not the whole entire bedding. You want to stick to still paper bedding, but this is a really good bag. I got it for free, but it says on here that it was $23 for this massive bag, so I definitely recommend it. So it is the 24 dry quartz reptile chips, and it's like the tiny mini little chips, as you can see. I absolutely love it. I will definitely be re-getting this when I run out of it, because I love it. Right, next is kind of just like a stupid one. I just wanted to add it in, and it is cork. Now cork boards you can add on top of your multi-chamber houses, or if you have those IKEA D-Loft like book things, I'll pop up a picture. This is just really good for like if you want to put your food dish on here, or if you want to put your food on here and like scatter feed but just up on here. Again, it's a good different texture for your hamster, because it is so good to have your hamster have a bunch of different textures on their feet. Paper bedding, sand, aspen, cork board, wood. There's probably so many different ones. Cork logs. There's so many different textures that you want your hamster to feel on their feet, because it is very, very good for them. Cork board. I actually got this from a craft thrift store. It was in, when I went on a trip there, we went to the city and they had this like art craft thrift store, and this I got 2 of these for 5 cents, because they like put a color sticker on it and then you get to choose the price, which was just awesome. All right, next is definitely probably my favorite out of all the products that I picked, and that is foraging toys. I am a big talker on foraging toys. I think that they are great, and there's also hundreds of things that you can do for your hamster that are foraging toys. So this one I actually got from the store during Halloween. Basically it is just holes in this like piece of wood, and then you put food in those holes, and then you put the willow balls over the holes. So I did buy this one I bought this one from PetSmart. Obviously it's Halloween, so I don't think they have it anymore, but they might have it for Christmas or something. And then this one I made, and I actually have a video on how to make it. But again, they're holes, and then you put food, and then you put the willow ball, and they work great. It keeps your hamster so busy, and there's also, again, a lot of different kinds that you can make homemade. And that's what I love about foraging toys, is that you can make so many homemade ones. You do not have to buy them from the store. You can literally just get a toilet paper tube and then put food and then like, you know, tissue paper or something like in that, and then close it up, and then they will try and open it, and it is so awesome. You can also get like baby food and then put it on cardboard and like spread it on that, and the hamster can lick it off. There's so many different types of foraging toys that you can get, and I absolutely love them. Now I would almost say that this is a need, but not all hamsters have to have it. Like, it's not something that a lot of people talk about having them in their cage, because it's not something that you will keep in your cage 24/7. I mean, I would never, of either of these, I would never just keep them in the cage. I would just, you know, fill it up, and then when they're done with it, I would take it out and refill or whatever. You know, some hamsters actually do need foraging toys every night, or, you know, some hamsters get really bored at night, so they might actually have to have this every single night. But most of the time it is a very like once a week, twice a week, you know, so on. So that's why it's not necessarily a need. My last one is this one is not my favorite, but all my other ones are in use, so I obviously can't show you guys the other ones, but it is little tunnels that have excess holes. And I would even say this one's not my favorite, but all the other ones are in use with my mice. But basically tunnels that are tunnels but have a lot of different holes and exits or entrances, because I think that this is a great burrow starter if your hamster is not a usual burrow starter or whatever. And obviously that could be a lot of different reasons, but I think that these are great burrow starters, or just a good extra tunnel that they can use. I don't know about mostly hamsters, because yes, my hamsters have used it. Like my past hamster Ivy, she used her tunnel. This was not hers, this was Eleanor's, but she used hers. But I would definitely say that these are more of a mice thing. So I do have a lot of these, but I do include them in my hamster cages just because I know that they also love to tunnel. But I would say that this is more of a mice definite favorite. But if you guys watched my mice favorite toys, I definitely had this in there. I don't think I had these because at the time I didn't have this, but I definitely added in this. This one is my smaller one, and it actually came with a red, blue, and then yellow, and the yellow one is the biggest. This one you definitely could not use for a Syrian because it is very small. As you can see, it's very small holes. So Dwarf, Roborowski, and then Mouse, I would recommend using this for. All right, so that is the video. I don't know if it was that interesting. I just really wanted a video for this Tuesday, and I couldn't think of any that I could fastly get up and edit and film and everything. So this is my video for this Tuesday. Sorry if it was boring, but I hope it helped at least one person out there. And I will see you guys all in my next Tuesday video. All right, bye guys.